Hello Divya,
Um,
bienvenue. Comment vas-tu aujourd'hui? How you doing, Div?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Oh, I hear myself in the
Coffee.
back.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. It's because no, my bad. I'm having the YouTube video open on on my screen, so I hear myself. How you doing, Div?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great.
Okay.
Today is casual Saturdays. Although we
Yeah.
skipped it with Diane because I had a meetup with very talented folks in the community, STX community.
Okay.
This morning. Three different ones at the same time. It was pretty interesting and inspiring. But yeah, what time is it over there in India?
It's 8:30 p.m. Like it's time. Like now, not too late, but yeah, it is evening time, 8:30 p.m. Then after some time, we'll have a dinner. What
And I
is
know
your time over there? Morning?
it's 11
All
a.m.
right.
Yeah. I
Okay.
know that yesterday you had a night shift for your
Yeah,
work.
today also I have.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, after
So
1 hour.
yeah, good luck for your night shift.
Thank you.
That is also very inspiring that you work at night, that
Yes.
you're such a leader in our French community. We all admire you.
Thank you.
Being able to study and work at night at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're doing great. So anyways, since we're waiting for Mohit to be able to have the Saks wallet on his computer. I know that your computer doesn't allow you to install the web extension, the Chrome web
Yes.
extension. So Mohit, your friend, is coming back tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Yeah.
I don't want to reveal your private life, but he's your friend.
No issue. Yeah. So we'll have a look tomorrow. And till the time, we'll have a discussion about Bitcoins and what all we can review and go through so that we can tell
Exactly.
our community also.
So yeah, exactly. So tomorrow when Mohit is back from his trip, if you hear us, Mohit, have a good trip, safe trip. He's in a
Yeah.
train for how many hours?
Right now, he just sat since 2 or 3 hours. He'll reach tomorrow. But yesterday, yeah, he landed. Then he stayed somewhere, and then today he'll be traveling for coming back tomorrow. By tomorrow, I think 8 or 9 hours.
All right, so safe trip to him. So tomorrow when he'll be there, we'll be able to share your screen.
Yeah.
And you already have the wallet. I just
Yes.
sent a
Yes.
few stacks so that
Yeah,
you
we'll
can.
have received that. Received.
You've received a few stacks. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And with that few stacks, you'll be able to buy your BTC domain, BTC username.
Sure.
We'll do that video tomorrow. So for today, we just have like 3 questions. It's going to be really short.
Yes.
So I told you to look at what is a Bitcoin
Yeah.
first, then second question, what are
Blockchain.
smart contracts, right?
Smart
What is a smart
contracts.
contract? And third, what can you do with it? So
Yeah.
tell me.
So the first is Bitcoin. It is basically a digital currency, and we can buy them. It is very costly. It also has some kind of, for example, not only Bitcoins, the digital currency are segregated and fragmented. So for example, we have Dogecoin also, we have Ethereum. We these days in news we have Shibi coin, something like that, which I'm having a look at on Google. So Bitcoin is basically a digital currency, which is pretty costly. And once you have this, you can secure the amount for the lifelong, let's say about 5 years. So let's see what 5 years bring us. If we buy one Bitcoin at the moment, we'll be super rich, super duper rich.
All right,
I'm sure.
exactly. So
Yeah.
interesting that you're saying, so Bitcoin, you're saying, so it's a digital currency,
Yes.
correct? So you could say that Bitcoin is the currency of the internet.
Yes.
It is the one currency of the internet, and there is no other match. Like there are other blockchains that you mentioned, that's true, which do different things. But if you really want to summarize it, you want to think as that Bitcoin is the currency of the internet. That's
Yes.
the promise of Bitcoin is to be the one currency. So you did mention it's very costly. So how much is one Bitcoin right now, for example?
41 lakhs in India.
So is it rupees? What is lakhs?
Rupees. Lakhs is, in rupees only, but it is way too high. A cost of a house, I think.
How do you
In
spell
India.
lakhs?
L-A written L-A-K-H.
LAKH. Okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't familiar with that lakhs.
No issues.
100,000 rupees. Is that it?
Yeah, more than that.
They fixed the price of 5 lakhs of rupees.
Yeah.
How much is 1 lakh in rupees?
For example, I'll tell you. It is, I think, 55 US. It is 55,000 USD, right? 55,000 USD in your currency, if I talk about.
I'm a bit confused, but when I Google 1 lakh in rupees, it says that 1 lakh is 100,000.
Yeah.
United States dollars.
You just Google, no, like what is the price of Bitcoin in India? Just like that.
All right. All right.
Rupees.
Let me Google that. I'm confused.
Yeah. It's way too high. If I talk about your currency, it would be 55,000 USD.
Exactly.
Yeah.
1 Bitcoin is 55,000.
5,000 USD. 93.
USD?
Yeah.
All right. So exactly. But you also mentioned that you could potentially buy a fragment of a Bitcoin.
Yes.
Which is, do you know the name of that fragment?
Not exactly. If I have a budget, for example, a limit budget, so I would get 0.00 something Bitcoins, but it would be available in my wallet.
Exactly. And so I think that Satoshi, you know what a Satoshi is?
I think so. What does Google says?
Google it. You're the one giving answers.
Satoshi Nakamoto. Okay. It is the name of the pre-assumed person who developed the Bitcoin. Yeah. The developer of Bitcoin.
Exactly. So the inventor of Bitcoin in 2009 or at the end of the 2008 crisis, his name, he's someone that nobody knows who this person is, and his name is
Satoshi
Nakamoto, right?
Nakamoto. Yes.
Okay. And so can you tell me, so that's his first name, Satoshi. So
yes,
it's also a unit in Bitcoin. Okay.
Yes.
And so basically 0.000000001 Bitcoin is 1 Satoshi.
Yeah.
So instead of buying 100 million Satoshis,
we can buy 1 fragment.
Exactly. So it's 100 millionths of a Satoshi, Bitcoin, 1 Satoshi. So you could actually convert that into rupees. You could actually buy 1 rupee worth of Bitcoin. You know?
Yes.
Or you would have to do the math.
Yes. Right.
Okay.
Exactly.
So first question, so what is Bitcoin? Is the currency of the internet. Okay. Yes. And you can buy a Satoshi rather than a Bitcoin. Okay. Because the Bitcoin is too much.
Way
like if you don't have the budget. Yeah. But a Satoshi is a fraction of a Bitcoin.
Yes.
Okay.
Right.
Awesome. So second question was, do you know what a smart contract is?
Okay. Here only, it is basically, if I talk about the blockchain support, it is the running contracts. For example, Ethereum is there. We have an example. Do you know Ethereum?
Yeah.
Yes. So we have an example, which is Ethereum, and it is a smart contract, which is, in a language called Ethereum Virtual Machine. And
Right. Hold on. Before, because
Hmm.
I just want the definition of a smart contract without, a specific name like Ethereum, or there are lots of blockchains.
Okay, it is basically the program which is stored on a blockchain. If I talk about in a simple
Voila.
language, which I
Voila.
have,
Simple
yeah,
language is what I want. So
yes.
a smart contract is, go ahead.
A smart contract is a simple program which is stored on a blockchain that runs on the condition on the internet.
Yes. So it's a software program that is stored on a blockchain. Okay.
Yes.
So I think that point number one, we said that Bitcoin is a digital currency of the internet, but it is also a blockchain, right?
Yes.
So what is a
Right.
blockchain? What's a blockchain? Like in very simple terms.
Okay, so if I talk about a very simple term, which is a blockchain, with it is basically a digital leader, which I can say it is a digital leader of all the transactions which are done via this, currency, and it is a network of computer system. Everything works in the artificial intelligence these days, so all are AI based. Yeah, that's it.
Let me cut you off. So
Yeah,
you're talking about a digital ledger.
yeah,
You're talking about a network of
yes.
computers, right?
Hmm.
So exactly. So Bitcoin is the digital currency of the internet. It is a blockchain, okay? And a blockchain is a digital ledger and
Yes.
also a network of computers, right? So what's a digital ledger? What is a ledger?
Ledger, basically, in a layman's term, is a recording of all these statements.
Voila.
And it is these days, it is very important to be very vigilant about all your transactions. So, why ledgers are important?
Yeah.
Because it should not be hacked, and some other
Voila.
person cannot use it.
Voila. There's something, you don't want your money to be hacked. You don't want someone to be able to spend your money, or you don't want someone to be able to spend two times, double spend the same amount of money. So that's very important. You're touching a point that's very important, that the security of that record keeping of the transaction, as you mentioned, has to be very high.
Yes.
And Bitcoin is actually bringing the highest security that we've seen in human history for transactions. So a ledger is like a record keeping, as you're saying. So it's basically like a database, okay?
Yes.
That all these computers share. They share the same database, and they all agree on this database. This database is the state of the database, the ledger, distributed ledger. So everyone knows exactly, for example, how much I have. All the computers agree that I sent you, for example, 4 stacks, right? I've sent you 4 stacks.
Yes.
So you can buy. So not only one central party knows that, but all the computers that are part of the network, they all agree that Rafa.btc sent Divya 4 stacks.
Yes. Right.
Okay. So basically that's so the magic of the blockchain is there is no central party that kind of like is the authority. The authority is distributed, and there's a consensus mechanism among these computers that works, that they all agree that I sent you 4 stacks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
And it's also secured because if one computer fails, all the other computers, they are still there to maintain that this is true, that I sent you 4 stacks. So
Unsecured.
Exactly. So if a hacker tries to attack that computer, one of the computer, maybe they hack this computer, but all the other computers, the hacker would need to attack all the other computers, let's say, to put it simple, and maybe it's not completely true, but it's just, we're trying in simple terms here to explain what it is. Okay.
Yes.
So this is Bitcoin is a blockchain. It's the digital currency of the internet, the most secured. That's the first question. Second, smart contracts are a program that is being stored on the blockchain. So all these computers, not only they know how much I sent you, how much is your balance in stacks, but they also have these programs in. They know, okay, this is a program, and all these computers, they see these programs, and these programs can be self-triggered.
Yes.
Meaning that, what does it mean?
Meaning of blockchain, like
so we're talking about the smart contract. So if you Google smart contract, what do you read as a definition?
Okay, blockchain, I know, like it is a number of transaction every
smart
time
contract,
a new
just smart contract.
Smart contract. Okay, one second.
Yeah. And I know it's a bit difficult to grasp all of these concepts. So don't worry if don't worry.
No, smart contracts are simply programs stored on a blockchain that run when predetermined conditions are met.
Okay. Who can run these programs?
Okay.
What is
in the form of a computer code? They run on the blockchain.
Right. It's stored on the blockchain. Okay.
Yeah.
They have
the transactions.
Yeah, they have predetermined conditions. So we know the conditions for the program to be triggered. So what is a program? What's a program? Give me an example of a program in real life.
Program related to these transactions?
Like any program. Just any, like computer program.
Like programming tools and languages, assignment, projects.
If you Google software, for example, definition, what do you get? What is a good definition of a software?
Okay.
Just Google software definition.
Yeah. The programs and other operating information used by a computer.
Here I read software, comma, instructions that tell a computer what to do.
What to do, yes.
Okay. Software comprises the entire set of program, procedures, and routines associated with the operation of a computer system. The term was coined to differentiate these instructions from hardware. That is to say, the physical component of a computer system. Okay, so software as opposed to hardware. A hardware is a machine, physical machine that follows a procedure. So I don't know, the hardware, for example, if I want to dry my hair, I use a dryer. When I press the button, there's an engine that heats the air, and then it throws air on my hair. That's a hardware. It's an instruction, but physical. All right. Software is computer instructions. Okay, so it's as opposed to, so a software, for example, Zoom, it has all these instructions that it's capturing the sound, the video, it's sending it through the internet. So all this all these instructions are coded, but not in a physical, like in a factory where you've got physical chains, or it's in the software in digits, one and zero. So that's a software. Okay. Now a smart contract is a software, but it is stored on a blockchain, that is to say, on this distributed network that is very secured. And
Yes.
even if one point fails, the others can be leveraged. You understand?
Right. Yeah. Right.
So an example of software is when I send you a Zoom, for example, or when I send you the stacks, that's a software. There's
Mm.
there's an instruction that I trigger the software, I trigger the instruction. Okay, I want to send you 4 stacks. So
Yeah.
I'm calling this software and I'm telling them, I give you software this authorization to take 4 stacks from me and to send it to Divya. Okay,
Yeah.
that's a software, and it's a software on the distributed ledger. So it's a
Yes.
smart contract now, because not only it's a software, but it's a software on the blockchain.
Right.
Okay,
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
So can you summarize, like, is it useful, all of this? Can you summarize,
Yeah.
your understanding of question 1 and question 2?
Yes. So basically, in short, these all things are interrelated to each other. When one gives the command, the other will receive, and then the process undergoes all the commands and all the interaction undergoes. And not to forget, like, people these days have some sort of a misconceptions that these are not so secured payments, but no, these commands have been running through the computers, and everything is secured payments, and we all should go for it, because the future is this only. AI and all the digital currency, which I feel is gonna work after this coronavirus. These all things are only progressing and working.
All right, yes, exactly. There's a misconception a lot about, the security. This is the
Exactly.
most secured. It's also, yeah. So third question was what can you do with all of these? But third question is, I'm going to just give it to you, is Bitcoin has this reputation that it does not have smart contracts. It's only a limited, kind of like limited software. It's very secured, but it's limited software on this distributed ledger. But now what we have is, on top of Bitcoin, we have something called stacks, that I sent you 4 stacks.
Yeah.
And the way you want to look at this is very simple. The criticism that people usually have about Bitcoin is that the software is very simple and it cannot allow complicated instructions. And stacks is actually the only technology that I'm aware of that allows Bitcoin to actually expand its smart contract superpowers. So all of a sudden, and without diluting also the fact that it's very secured and stable. So this is pretty mind-boggling. It's a huge advancement for Bitcoin, that stacks basically is giving these superpowers to Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Smart contract superpowers.
Yes, exactly.
Do you have any questions?
No,
I know it
I
can be
think
difficult, or
no, in fact, day before yesterday only, I installed one of the apps, which was WazirX in India, and people are dealing with these digital currencies these days. It is all about patience. So what I feel is, sooner or later, it is gonna benefit all of us. So yeah, to understand, we need a very good intelligence power and a mindset, so that we can invest accordingly. But it is useful. It is pretty useful.
so is it the exchange I told you about? you were talking
Yeah,
about?
exactly. Yes, yes.
Remind me the name.
WAZIX.
Yeah. Uh,
Wazir X.
WAZIRX.
X. Yeah.
Huh.
Got
Let me
it?
So it's an exchange, right? So you created an account with them.
Yeah. And we
Okay,
can
okay.
deal in cryptos there. We can buy. I have so much of lists there, and it keeps on fluctuating. Like, what is the price going on, and how can you deal with it?
Yeah. So this exchange is a company that allows you to trade. So to sell, for
Yes.
example, so if I sent you those stacks to your wallet, that's you. You own these 24 words. These are
Yeah.
secret to you. Keep them
Yeah.
secret. Nobody can steal them without these 24 words. Don't lose them. So if you
Okay.
do lose
Yeah.
them,
Hmm.
you lost your balance. You lost. So be very cautious with that. And now, if you want to convert that to rupees, this is a solution for you that you could send. So the total fundraising that I will send you, and
Yeah.
you send this to this centralized exchange, and then you convert them into rupees.
Yes.
Okay.
Right.
But that centralized exchange is great for that. And I hear in what you say is, speculation about
Yeah.
these the price of these currencies. I would tell you to be careful with that. Okay, be very cautious with that. Speculation has risks. You can lose money. Yes, you can make money, but you can lose money, especially if it's not if you're not a financial expert.
Yeah. Exactly.
So
Yes.
I think we did the video. We reached our
Yeah.
goal. I'm just summarizing. So what is Bitcoin? It's a digital currency of the internet.
Yeah.
The one, and it's a blockchain, very secured. Okay. What are smart contracts? Smart contracts are software that are stored on the blockchain. Okay. And then
Yes.
third, Stacks brings smart contracts to Bitcoin. So that it expands the capabilities, these software, to Bitcoin. It gives them more power. Like you mentioned Ethereum. Ethereum has these kind of power.
Yes.
And it's a bit different. Bitcoin is the digital currency. And now, thanks to this layer stacks, it's gaining all the superpowers that Ethereum has. So not only it's secure digital currency, but now it's also expanding its superpowers.
Yes. Yes. Right.
All right. I hope it wasn't so
No,
hard.
not at all. No, it's fine. Even I had some knowledge about it. So it's good.
All right. So let's meet tomorrow with Mohit.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
And d'ici là, surtout,
Votre
garde ta
carte
flamme
or flamme or tap.
intacte. Keep it burning. Thank you so much,
Yes.
Steve.
Bye.
Merci beaucoup.
Thank you.
Tchuss.
Merci.
Et reste forte, all right?